What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Shouty Coyote, and today is just another video. Nothing's different about this video, nothing at all. I'm such a child, I know. I got this shirt, by the way. Didn't know if you noticed, but yeah, I ordered 3 shirts total. I got this one earlier than the other. I have Amazon Prime, they all should have arrived at the same time, but what you gonna do? The other 2 didn't. But that's alright. I can only wear 1 shirt at a time in one video. Unless I change in the middle of the video, which I'm not gonna do. Anyways, back to the show. Avatar. We're in season 1. We're gonna be watching episode number 7, the Spirit World Winter Solstice. I think I'm saying that word correctly. Part 1. So there are 2 parts to this. Yes, Avatar Roku Winter Solstice Part 2. That's the episode number 8. So we're going to be watching episode number 7, and the last one, episode number 6, was Imprisoned, which was a really fun episode. Not fun per se, actually, that's not the right word there, but what I mean by fun is like informative. Also fun. It was fun to watch too. Let's not, kid ourselves. It just was, it took a little bit of a turn from our usual silliness. That's why I don't want to call it fun, because it dealt with something that was a bit more darker than what we normally see in the show. And it seems like we're heading more towards the main goal of the show, which is the war, and also Avatar, or Aang becoming the Avatar. We got to focus on Katara, and we got to develop her character a bit more. And it was that one scene with Haru, that's his name, where Haru's talking to Katara about his father and how close they were, and how his last memory of him was just the Fire Nation taking him away. And you then contrast that with Katara's story, not with her father but with her mother, and she talks about her necklace and everything, and at that point you realize, oh, she's gonna do something here. She's not just gonna sit back and let this happen, because she doesn't want what happened to her with her mother to happen to him. She doesn't want him to experience that. I'm finding it very difficult to word what I'm trying to say. I have a clear message in my head, but I'm unable to say it. But you know what I mean? Like, she saw sort of herself in him, because her village was at one point attacked, and her father's out fighting, I think, and her mother died. And and she mentions it too, like I said, with the necklace and everything. So it's pretty clear that Katara, from that point, that she's going to do something for these people. And it's a really sweet and cool sort of moment, and also a deeper look into Katara's character, someone who's willing to sacrifice her freedom and even her life for others. And being resilient, that's another thing we saw. Just relentless, just not letting go, not taking no for an answer. How many times did she get rejected by those prisoners? When she was in there, she was giving that speech, that motivational speech, and I think like 3 times or 4 times they said they just flat out rejected her. And even after, she brought the coal and all that, but she didn't give up. And that's just, like I said, we got to see more of her, and how her character is, and her character was developed a bit more. So that episode focused on her as well as the war a bit more, because we hear about the war. Well, in the previous 5 episodes we heard about the war. We never really saw it, did we? This was like our first sort of glimpse of what the war actually looks like, and how damaging it is to certain groups of people. In this case, that Earth village, where all the men who were earthbenders were taken, and those who weren't taken, I mean, they were just pretty much imprisoned in their own village, right? They couldn't earthbend or do everything they wanted to do. I mean, they had to pay all these taxes, and they just choose to collect taxes whenever and however much they want, and there's nothing anyone can say to them. And so for me, it was a really good episode. Because, this thing that we've been speaking of, this elephant in the room, I mean, we've been speaking about it, but we haven't really gotten to see it. That was our first sort of, whole episode about just that war, the Fire Nation being the bad people. And that's one of the reasons why I'm a bit conflicted when it comes to General Iroh in particular. I don't like Zuko at all, but General Iroh in particular, I kind of like him, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, this guy is it gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna like him in season 1, I'm gonna like him in season 2, and then in season 3 he's gonna do something real shitty. And by real shitty, I mean like something that is gonna hurt Aang and Katara and these guys. Shitty for us, the viewers, but not shitty for the Fire Nation. Something good for the Fire Nation, because he is a general after all. And so that's why I'm like, I gotta be careful with this Iroh character, even though he seems very sweet. You know, I love him so much. But yeah, that's sort of my review of it after thinking a little bit about it. This is how I'm going to do the episodes, by the way. At the end of each episode, I'm just going to give my raw thoughts, whatever I'm thinking at the moment. And then the next episode, like I'm doing right now, I'll give a bit more sort of refined review, even though it's not really refined, because there's a language barrier here. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm called Peshawari Coyote because I'm from Peshawar. Peshawar is the name of a city. And our language we speak there is not English, so it's a bit difficult for me to put into words in English in particular. You might be able to tell from the way I speak. But anyways, yeah. Let's get into episode number 7, part 1, Winter Solstice. What's it called? Spirit World. There it is. All right, let's get into it. Oh, by the way, I wanted to take a look at the map. And, all right, so here we go. We can take a look at the map here. So in the intro, they show this map, and I keep seeing it, but I haven't really looked at it properly. So I wanted to do that, and I don't want to look anything up because this is a journey. This is something that I'm learning along with you guys, and you guys are helping me in the comments, and I appreciate that a lot. And because of that, I don't want to Google it. So I'm gonna read the map to the best of my ability, and then you guys tell me what did I get right, what did I get wrong. All right, so right now on my screen I'm seeing, okay, there's some words written, but they're not in English or any other languages that I know, so I don't know what those words are. So there's that. But then there are these circles in the top left. Let's use proper directions. That would be the northwest. In the northwest, it's light blue, right? And then in the, what is that? Northeast, it's like yellowish. And then in the southeast, it's white. And then in the southwest, it's orange. Now, I thought orange was the air temple, air nomads. Because Aang wears orange, and also in his flashbacks when he's thinking about the time when he was at the Southern Air Temple, everyone's wearing orange. Well, not everyone, but I don't know. I just remember the color orange. The orange color I just associated with the air people, air nomads. But here, what I see on the map, all the way to the west, is this area, which is orange. And that can't be the Southern Air Temple, because we started in episode 1 in the South Pole, where Katara and Sokka are, right? So in the South Pole it's light blue. So light blue, the top left corner, that's the Water Tribe, I'm assuming. And then they're going to the North Pole, and in the North Pole there's another light blue. So those are the two water tribes, right? So okay, so light blue, we got it. Water's blue. It's not, I know, because of the sky reflection, all that good stuff. But this is a kids show. Water's blue. Let's just stick to that. So I think that I'm fairly certain, 99% certain, that the light blue is Water Tribe, and there's only 2 of them. One in the south, one in the north. Then, right after the South Pole is a white area. There's an area, it's white. And in the second episode, we visited the Southern Air Temple. I just spoke about it, and it's white. So that's what is telling me that orange is not the Air Temple, but or the Air Nomads, but it's rather the Fire people, and white instead is the Air, Nomads Temple, Air, well, whatever, you know what I mean. Air Temple, Air Nomad, I don't know what's the right word to use. And that leaves us with the yellow, and if orange is fire, then yellow has to be earth. Or maybe it's supposed to be brown because earth is brown, and I guess air is white because white is, I don't know, for kids white is like transparent, so air is transparent. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, trying to make sense of it. So then there's a southern air temple, and then all the way in the east there's another air temple that I see. And then there's the Earth Kingdom, and the Earth Kingdom is huge. So the Earth Kingdom would be like the Russia of their world, you know, because Russia is huge. And then the Fire Nation, which is all the way in the west, would be like, well, where it is, if you compare it with our Earth, that'd be like the America, you know, like South America, North America, that it's in that region. And so Earth Kingdom is huge. It's literally bigger than all the other regions combined, all the other 3 regions if you combine them. So there are 3 air temples, 2 water tribes, and only 1 fire nation. If you combine all of them, I think it'll still not be as big as Earth Kingdom, if I'm interpreting this map correctly, that is. So there are 3 air temples, and only, oh, I just realized there's only 1 fire nation. Am I reading this incorrectly? Because isn't that fire nation like the strongest one, the one that is just taking everything over? I assumed they would be the biggest one, the most powerful one. I might be reading this wrong, but I think it is the Fire Nation because I see smoke like coming out of there as well. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of where everything is, get an image of how this works. I think I'm breaking it down well at the moment. And the yellow or the brown has to be Earth Kingdom because in the 3rd episode, what happened? We went to the Earth Kingdom where the Warriors of Amashu, right? That was the Earth Kingdom. So yeah, you start with the South Pole, then you go to the Air Nomads, then you go to the Earth Kingdom. We haven't yet gone to the Fire Nation, so that I'm assuming that's all the way in the west. I think I did okay. Do let me know if I did, or if I got anything wrong, do correct me. I love it when you guys correct me because I don't have to Google then. And I don't want to Google because here's the thing. You Google one thing, like Google is great. I love Google, but you Google one thing and it'll return like that thing. But on top of that, it'll give you like 5 other facts, which I haven't learned yet. And you're like, okay, well, you just spoiled the show for me. Do you know what I mean? I haven't done it for this show, but I have done it for one other show that I'm doing at the moment. And I was like, all right, I'm not touching Google again when it comes to these shows. I'm just going to ask you guys. So correct me if I'm saying anything incorrectly here. All right, let's continue. Man, I'm so tempted to just do part 1 and part 2 both in the same video. I did that with the Batman animated series. Whoa, it looks like it's got a ribbon on its tail. The bird. It's a beautiful bird. Not as beautiful as Appa, though.
You could just jump down and you'd land in a big, soft, cottony heap.
Maybe you should give it a try.
Saka. Oh yeah, this guy, he can float. Man, I was like that too. And the first time I got on the plane and I saw the clouds, I was like, wow, it looked like cotton candy. I think I'm saying that correctly. You know,
They're made of water.
Nice. Built-in dryer. Sokka does not look impressed at all.
Listen. It's so quiet.
Everything's dead. Ah, the spirit world. Is this where all the dead people are? The spirits?
They just make me sick. They have no respect for... What? I'm not allowed to be angry?
You're allowed to be angry, just not angy.
Dang, you didn't let this happen. It has nothing to do with you. It's the Avatar's job to protect nature.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. That's why he's blaming himself.
Waterbending teacher. But there's no one who could teach me how to be the Avatar.
That's true.
Roku would help me.
The Avatar before you? He died over 100 years ago. How are you supposed to talk to him?
There's definitely a way, because... Now, I might have, you know, interpreted this incorrectly, but... Aren't they like all one person? Like all the avatars?
We're closing in on the Avatar's trail, and I don't want to lose him.
You look tired, Prince Zuko. Why don't you join me in these hot springs and soak away your troubles?
My trouble...
Everything changes when the camera's on him. The music, the mood, the tone that he uses.
The temperature's just right.
I agree. Zuko, remember? Ah, he's got his own natural heater. Zuko, remember what happened last time you listened to your teacher, your master?
Why don't you take another few minutes?
Yeah, he defeated that general, wasn't it? General Zhao or whatever, Commander Zhao, was it? So, listen to him. He's a wise man. But you see what I mean? Like, they're going after Aang.
Hey, how is that cheering me up?
Cheered me up. Ow! Yeah, I probably deserve that.
But, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're going after Aang, and I don't know, maybe he will help Aang instead, but I doubt it. I mean, he's not going to turn on his nephew. He doesn't seem like the kind of person who would fight against his own family. Do you know what I mean?
Are you the Avatar, child?
I like how he looks at Katara for confirmation. Yeah. Man, Katara is so mature for her age, and that's why I just don't believe she's 14. Like, Aang literally looked at her like, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like she's her mother or something. His mother, I mean.
It is the greatest honor of a lifetime to be in your presence.
They're wearing brown, but I see green. Like in the background, the women are wearing green, and also the roofs are green, so I'm assuming this is still the Earth Kingdom. Also, we just looked at the map. If I'm correct in interpreting it the way I did, well, we have to be in the Earth Kingdom, because the Earth Kingdom is bloody huge.
The black and white spirit.
Each of the last 3 nights, he has abducted one of our own.
Black and white spirit.
As the solstice approaches, the natural world and the spirit world will grow closer and closer until the line between them is blurred completely.
Hey, bye.
So,
Wow.
what do you want me to do exactly?
Who better to resolve a crisis between our world and the spirit world?
Then the Avatar.
You are the great bridge between man and spirits.
Right, that's me. Hey, great bridge guy. I have to try, don't I? Maybe whatever I have to do will just...
Learn by doing. I think that's how it's been all this time, you know. He just does it and then he learns along the way. Sokka. Oh, yeah. He fell asleep. Did they leave him? Surely they didn't leave a general behind. I'm just gonna be... Yeah. I thought it was gonna be Zuko, but... Man, this guy... He's gonna break my heart, isn't he? But this guy seems like he's born in the wrong nation. Like, his personality does not match the Fire Nation personality at all. Ooh, Earthbenders. Yep.
Air Lord's brother, the Dragon of the West.
Oh, right, because his uncle, right. Nice censorship. Got the wrong guy. I think.
Hello, Spirit.
When they said white and black spirit, I thought they might be talking about like the yin and yang thing. But hey bao or something, hey bye.
Waits for some monster to show up.
If anyone can save us, he can.
He still shouldn't have to face this alone.
Sokka might have a point. They come out in the night, right?
I hereby ask you to please leave this village in peace.
That'll do it. All right, it's all good.
Well, I guess that's settled then.
They're all talk. Oh, there he is. What the hell is that? I thought it'd be like the spirit of a human. What the hell? I don't think he's interested in your name.
My name is Aang. I'm the Avatar and I would like to help. Hey, wait up!
I thought he would be able to like, or not be able to break stuff, because spirits like go through stuff. Do you know what I mean? What's the word? Translucent or something?
Unusual.
His methods are unusual for sure.
Aang will figure out the right thing to do, Sokka.
Katara, she always has faith in him.
I command you to turn around now!
Well, he turned around, that's for sure.
That's it. He needs help.
Sokka, wait!
Sokka, what are you gonna do? The Fang can't do it.
I don't want to fight him unless I...
Oopsie, and now you've made the problem even worse. See what I mean?
Land doesn't slide uphill. Those rocks didn't move naturally. My uncle's been captured by earthbenders.
Alright, Zuko is very smart as well. But you know what I mean? So far, everyone you've met from the Fire Nation is extremely, like, cunning and, like, slimy and angry and intense. Whereas Iroh's just... he's chill, you know? Laying back, literally, in this episode, laying back. Taking a hot bath. Whoopsie. Okay, there goes Sokka. Is that a bear? Oh, I just noticed there's like a circle of like bears under that bear. Not under, but like, I don't know what the word is, man. You did not fail, bro. You looked light blue in that screen, but... oh, Uncle. I thought he might be like turned into a spirit himself, but it's the light, I think, because they're all looking like light blue.
You once laid siege to it for 600 days.
600? That's a little less than 2 years.
City of Ba Sing Se.
Ba Sing Se.
I acknowledge my defeat at Ba Sing Se. After 600 days away from home, my men were tired, and I was tired. And I'm still tired.
I feel ya, Uncle. He looks like a sumo wrestler with the loincloth or whatever that's called. Ah! He is cunning. After all, he is Fire Nation.
Katara? Katara, I lost him.
The sun is rising.
Oh, he's still light blue. Okay, that wasn't the moon.
No, I'm right here.
He turned into a spirit. Does that mean he's dead?
I'm in the spirit world.
Oh, he went into the spirit world, but you can only go as a spirit in the spirit world, I'm assuming. All right.
Out, Katara, I promise. Like they said, I'm the bridge.
Is he floating? It looks like he's floating.
That, no problem. Appa, hey buddy, I'm right here. But I guess you can't see me either. It's okay.
Can he? Wait, hold on. He might be able to see him because he's talking, or she. I don't know if Appa is he or she. It is talking to Katara. Maybe it was trying to tell her, like, he's here.
Avatar.
But then he would have came to Aang. I mean, he didn't, so.
Saga?
Oh! Avatar Roku will be here, because that's the word the dead people are, right? Are ghosts and spirits the same? And he can't bend air either?
Can't airbend in the spirit world.
Is there no air, or... Well, how's he flying then, if there's no air? No, he just can't airbend, okay. Dragon.
You're Avatar Roku's animal guy.
Oh, what a cool animal guide to have. All right, right along. I mean, Appa is great and all, but this guy looks like a badass animal guide to have. He probably could shoot fire from his mouth as well as fly, or Appa can only... Well, Appa can shoot snot out of his nose.
What's the problem?
Can Iroh see spirits?
I'm achy, and these shackles are too loose.
He's up to another one of his tricks, isn't he?
It would help me if you would tighten them so they wouldn't shake around so much.
I don't know why I thought of that. I'm like, I guess Uncle Arrow's a fan of bondage. Told you he's up to one of his tricks. God damn, this guy with all the shackles is wreaking havoc. Are they in the Fire Nation? Looks like it. It's red, everything's red.
Hey, what are you doing?
You see what I mean? I thought Spirit just go through stuff like they can't touch things. I don't know. His mustache is bloody magical.
Is that what Roku wants to talk to me about? A comet?
Gotta put the light on his forehead because he touches his forehead every single time. Yeah, so maybe he has to like touch. Oh, that wasn't a comet. That was just the sun. Oh, the position of the sun determines the... I see.
It's a calendar.
Yep.
Roku on the solstice.
On the solstice, but isn't the solstice right? That's when the two worlds become one or something? Something like that.
We have to do something now. I agree. He must be dealt with immediately and severely.
I don't know why I felt bad for him there. I shouldn't. He's Fire Nation.
The Avatar.
No. Ooh. Is he gonna go after his uncle? Or the Avatar? If he's learned anything from his uncle, he'd go after his uncle. Because his uncle values... And he's back. Guess who's back? Angi's back. Uncle's more like family kind of guy, do you know what I mean? Or seems like it. Are these cubs? I think they might be cubs because they're really small. Or are they bowing? They're like, I don't know. Not entirely sure. There he is! But no Sokka, though.
You're back! Where's Sokka? I'm not sure.
Yeah. That thing is gonna come out again, eh? He finally listened. Zuko finally listened.
Taught me well.
Yep. I was just gonna say he finally listened to his master.
Be outnumbered.
That's true. But you are clearly outmatched.
Outmatched, okay. That's not the word I was thinking about, but same meaning. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't... Even just one Iroh alone is enough for you guys. I mean, look at that. God damn. Hey, ankle coming in clutch. Oof. Again. Why do I feel good? It's the Fire Nation. They're going after Angie. Let Uncle live, man. If he doesn't want to wear clothes, well, he's earned it, all right? You know, when you've done as much as he's done and lived as long as he's lived, I think you should just be allowed to just be naked if you want to be. Ah, see? Learned by doing. Ah, it's a panda. Oh.
Spirit of this forest.
Oh. I thought it was a panda.
Home was burned down. When I saw the
Looks
forest
like it.
burned, I was sad and upset. But my friend gave me hope that the forest would grow back.
The acorns, yeah. It smiled. It is a panda. It turned into an actual panda. All of Whoa. And it released everything. How did everything just grow like in a second?
Like I seriously need to use the bathroom.
Thank you, Avatar. If only there were a way to repay you for what you've done.
You could give us some supplies and some money.
Sokka?
true. Oh. I thought that was the sun.
That's great.
Creepy, but great.
To speak with him. But the solstice is tomorrow. Yeah, and there's one more problem. The island is in the Fire Nation.
Yep. Fire Nation, Comet, Solstice. Oh, man. So much to take in. It's ended. Man, should I just watch part 2? I wanna. Nah. I'm doing 2 episodes a week anyway, so I'll be watching it very soon. Alright, another great episode. I thought, because the last one explored the character of Katara a bit more, I thought here we might explore Sokka a bit more. I mean, we have seen Sokka in action before, so we know what kind of guy he is. He is actually, you know, as silly as he is, he's actually very similar to Katara in the sense that he doesn't give up on people either. You know, if you guys remember, I don't know which episode that was, episode 2 or which one, or maybe it was the first episode, where Zuko attacked their village because of Vang. He was the only guy, right? Just one guy in the whole village who could put up a fight, and still he didn't back down. He was up against an entire army, and he just stood there. He was like, nope, this is my village and I'm going to defend it. So in that way, he's very resilient and brave. But then he's got that silly side as well, which Katara doesn't. Katara does as well, but not as much as Sokka. But anyways, doesn't matter. This episode we got to see the spirit world, so that's where dead people are. Not entirely sure how that works. I thought he might meet Avatar Roku there, you know, because the dead people, ghosts, you know, stuff like that. I suppose not. Well, actually, maybe I might be right. I don't know. But yeah, can't wait to see part 2. It's a pretty good episode, like I said. Again, we're getting to see a little more of the war and the consequences of the war. Like Uncle, you know, well, I'm going to say clearly, but clearly at this moment, he's a good guy. To us, at least. But to these other guys, well, he's Fire Nation, and it doesn't matter how good of a person you are. If you're Fire Nation, you're against us. If you're not, then you're with us, right? That's how it goes, and we're seeing more and more of that as we proceed. Which is fine. I mean, we knew that's where the story is heading, right? And so I'm excited to see which way that's going to go. But yeah, so far so good. Those are just my thoughts on the episode. I felt so good when Uncle was winning. I felt bad when he wasn't, and I feel conflicted there because I feel like I shouldn't be feeling good when he's winning because he's Fire Nation. Again, you know, that mentality of you're with us or against us kind of thing. But then again, we don't know what's going to happen once they do reach Aang, or if they're ever going to reach Aang. I feel like that might be one of those things where they keep following them and they never actually catch up. And by the time they do catch up, well, Aang is in the Fire Nation facing the Fire Lord. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure at the moment. But yeah, I'm loving Iroh, I'm loving Sokka, loving Katara, Angie, Appa, Momo is pretty great. And that, I think, was the Earth Kingdom, judging from the map. It is huge, so it'd be kind of difficult to escape it. Also, the flying dragon thing took Aang all the way to the Fire Nation, which makes me think that, you know, this is the Earth Kingdom and over here is the Fire Nation, so they like flew across the ocean. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. We'll talk more about this episode in the next episode at the start of the next episode. And if you guys enjoyed this video, do drop a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice